Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. I've just come in from brushing Fluffy and playing with Tess, and now to the serious business of Harry and Meghan's marriage. And what kind of a marriage is it? According to Dr. Max Pemberton, he was writing in the Daily Mail a day or two ago, and he says that Meghan's deathly silence on Harry's woes says so much about their relationship. This is the heading of the article. This is not what a successful relationship looks like. And he's, of course, talking about Harry's ongoing problems, the security thing that he lost in his tantrum on the BBC, that interview, and then, of course, the Centre Bali debacle. And Harry's distraught about it. We've been hearing from UK press how upset he is, late night phone calls he's lost. One of them said his life is in the toilet, and I'm quoting, Meghan has said nothing. She hasn't come out in public and said she stands by her man and leave him alone and he's just trying to do his best and give him a break, anything like that. She expects him to come out guns blazing to defend her honour, and that, of course, latest example of that is with Dr. Sophie Chanduka. Harry was the one that had to get on the phone, send messages, try and force, strong arm Sophie into supporting Meghan's behaviour in public when Meghan elbowed her out of the way at that awards ceremony, trophy sort of ceremony at the polo. She wouldn't, and that's led to the whole Centre Bali debacle. Meghan, nothing. Silence. She did post on her Instagram yesterday a picture of those palms, a rosy hued sort of sunset, and without any words about the has-been, but I guess alluding to the marriage, rosé tinted palm trees, she said, thinking she's such a wit, and I guess trying to shut down what Max Pemberton has said because it's been picked up by other commentators as well. So after tarot on the tarot table, what's going on? My suspicion is Meghan is letting Harry hang himself. Here's the rope. I wonder if YouTube will censor me for saying that, but I'm going to keep well out of the way and let you do your worst so that when the split is finally public, I can say, well, I was just trying to earn money and keep the brand going and raise our children, and you were going and causing trouble all over the place and shouting and suing everyone and carrying on. And I was the reasonable one and you were the crazy person. That's how it's reading for me. Let's check with the tarot and see what's really going on. Of course, it is just tarot and it's for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinions, all my wild speculation. I just read energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. After tarot on the tarot table, and we are going to see a 9-card reading. What's the situation? What was the situation between them? Where are they now? And where are they heading in terms of mutual support, and what a healthy relationship, marriage should look like versus what an unhealthy one looks like. Unhealthy, someone's down, well, you take aim and kick them in the head, basically. And that is not what Dr. Max Pemberton is saying, but it's what I am saying. That is my wording. So, 9-card reading after tarot. Let's see what's going on. And a big fat allegedly all over this one, of course. So, Harry on the left of this reading, this 9-card reading, Meghan on the right, issues between them in the middle. I've kind of grown my old relationship spread that I used to do into a bigger spread so we can get more information. Still do that spread sometimes, but this just gives a bigger picture. And I think we want to know where they have been, where they are now, currently, in terms of mutual support, or letting one hang out to dry, basically. What the Queen of Cups, wow, and she's in reverse. It's literally what Dr. Max Pemberton is talking about. Queen of Cups, when she's upright, is very nurturing. She's all about self-care. She's very empathetic and kind and comforting, and you can cry on her shoulder and she'll, there, and don't worry. Very sympathetic, loving, loyal kind of energy. and really, as I said, very, very, very much about making sure that you're okay. Are you okay? She's in reverse. Cold. She's withdrawn that love, that sympathy, that support completely. Or it's used in a manipulative way. When cups are in reverse, they're very manipulative. And Queen of Cups, expert at being manipulative. Breadcrumbing, I think, is the word that we could use here. Have a little bit of love there, and a little bit of tenderness there, and a little bit of something else over there, and keep stringing someone along, but not giving them actual, real, genuine, and in this case, public support. So that's an interesting energy that sits under all of this, the heart of this reading. What are we dealing with? Marriage card here, the Hierophant, and it's in reverse. It's not about the royals today. It's about your marriage, your commitment to each other. And it's a very high level commitment, obviously, and the card is in the reverse because it's between you and God. It's a public vow of support that you make at a marriage ceremony. It's not that private, quiet thing that Meghan claimed happened when she and Harry got married. It's not that. It's not Jamaica handing out the doobies kind of wedding with previous dude. This is a serious commitment, serious vows, serious support, and it's in reverse. Not bothered with that. That's current energy here. Let's go to the past. This is Harry on the left, and the issue between them, and then there's Meghan, and we've gone extra with the cups in reverse. The King of Cups now, it's in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords between them, speaking your truth, declarations, coming out publicly and defending someone's honor, attacking people who you believe aren't being fair, just, any of that. And Harry has got the Five of Wands in reverse, which is a fighting card. It's conflict in a family or a group or a team. It's very aggressive. It's very competitive. He was all out. It wound him up and made him extra aggressive. It made him very competitive. It made him feel very aggrieved. It made him fight for the sake of fighting. Even if he was losing, he was going to carry on fighting. Why? Because this King of Cups energy is in reverse, that extra level of manipulation. It's also got a hint of the King and Prince William in it because they're both Kings of Cups, and of course her father. And I think it all started with Thomas Markle, and I think we can say that that King of Cups in reverse, he's a water sign man, he's a Cancerian. It started over there with Thomas Markle and it went on. She had her truth, her Ace of Swords, and she expected him to wield that sword on her behalf. And well, it's landed here. So I think all quite self-explanatory. It's just interesting when cards really come out and tell the tale so vividly, and that's of course in my opinion. Where are we now? Harry is at a crossroads, Two of Swords, and she is manifesting, magician. She's busy over there. She's not bothered. Hierophant in reverse. She's not going to publicly commit to him. There might be innuendo, birthday, thanks to my husband, never bothers to say what his name is, and that kind of thing. He wasn't there. There was no sign of him there. She's manifesting over here. She's got her eye on the main prize, which is the Netflix deal, which is no big deal. As I said yesterday, she's got her As Ever brand that she's still trying to manipulate into something successful, get someone to take it off her and give her $1 billion for the sake of doing nothing, so she can go and buy her private island somewhere in the Caribbean. She's she's manifesting. She's got her vision board out. She's using all her tricks. She's using all her contacts, the Kardashians and whatever else that she's pulled out of the hat now to try and push the thing forward. This is not pushing the marriage forward. This is pushing her own agenda forward. Very, very busy over here, this magician, with PR and with spin and with manifesting and conjuring and all of that stuff. He is the one who's at a crossroads in his life. He's having a crisis. When you're into a swords energy, you're not happy. I don't very often say that. But when you've reached that decision point in your life, it's because you are unhappy. Things aren't working for you. He's moved from that Ace of Swords, where he's been her knight in shining armor, defending her honor, to, and now what? It's interesting that in the After Tarot, we have this blindfolded figure and these two men dueling. And she's remaining silent. This is absolutely what Max Pemberton was talking about. This woman, and this is not what the card generally means, but this is what's coming off this After Tarot version of the Two of Swords. This woman is in her own space. She's in her own world with her eyes blindfolded like that. She's not seeing while this battle is going on, and this battle that Harry is waging is against all kinds of enemies, mostly Big Brother, in terms of Prince William, not that Big Brother, his actual brother, the monarchy, the state, who won't give him security, the king, the press, whoever else he's fighting with everyone. He's dueling, he's doing battle. And interestingly, in this depiction, one of them has armor on and one doesn't, so he's vulnerable there. Oh, she's not seeing it, she's indifferent. I'm not looking. I'm going, it's like she's in a yoga pose, and she's not bothered. Where are we going? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Ugh, it actually makes me shudder that she's got regret, crying over spilt milk card. The Five of Cups didn't make it across the bridge to the castle. Someone's drowning in the After Tarot, not waving but drowning. One of my favorite poems. That person is drowning, and she's here and she's not seeing. She's very focused on what's gone wrong in her life and how it didn't work out the way she thought it was going to, and they promised her agent and her lawyer and her whoever's when Oprah and Tyler Perry and all the rest of them, when she went to California to find her fortune. Didn't happen. Threw away that castle, burnt that bridge, left him to drown, and she's looking. This is all what's the word? I would just say metaphysical. That's not the word. It's a metaphor. Let's make sure that we know that. I'm not saying she really left him to drown. Just focused on what she has lost. In between them, the Ten of Wands, which is the burden card, heavier and heavier burden. This marriage just gets to be more and more difficult, more oppressive. They feel that they're alone in that marriage. If you've ever been in that kind of relationship where it's not a supportive relationship and you're struggling through something and the other one doesn't seem to even notice or makes it worse, but through their behavior, that is that energy of just, I can't anymore. I can't carry this. I feel so alone, even though I am in a relationship. It's that kind of energy. And the scales falling from his eyes, Seven of Cups in reverse. How he's been manipulated. Queen of Cups in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, to fight for her against his own blood and lose. And she doesn't care. Allegedly, in my opinion, all of those things. Disclaimer in the box below. Seven of Cups in reverse, seeing clearly after a long period of not seeing clearly, of being deluded, of believing the spin, of perhaps being your judgment so clouded by intoxicants and things like that you're incapable of seeing the truth, with cups around, always the possibility there. That bucket of ice water that's chucked over someone, that I always say with the 7 of Cups and reverse, yeah, that bucket of ice water right over his head. And he deserves it. But grim, very grim energy in this reading, and really backs up what Dr. Max Pemberton had to say. So there's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.